Okay, welcome back, everyone. This is Mike Brookman with Radan. Today, we're going to take a look at some cool features that you may not have even known existed in our software. Let's bring it apart. We're going to browse down to this guy, Stage Roller Kit. Notice this is a lot of parts within a single part file. When I click on Open, automatically it changes from single part to kit of parts. Let's go crazy today and say we need 22 of those kits. When I click OK, it explodes the list, bringing in those individual parts, escalating the values up by 22. We also have two different types of material, mild steel 135 and mild steel 060. Not a problem for Radan. We're really good at nesting to material types, thicknesses. Today, we're going to turn off automation, which I have done already. For this example, we don't need to run anything beyond just the part layout. But if you aren't familiar with what a full automation does, it basically runs through this line of tabs here. It does what we're doing now, modify, which is the nest layout. Then it's going to switch to profiling, and it's going to apply a tool path to all of our features, internals, externals, if we need tabs, if we don't need tabs, all of our cut conditions. After that, it's going to order it, which is basically the sequencing of the cuts across the sheet. Then it's going to compile the code for the machine to read. And we're also going to save out that code for the machine to retrieve it wherever we save it on our network. I was about to say I don't like to cut these videos as I make them. I like to make them run solid. But the nester is completed. We've got 13 drawings, 19 sheets, just about 2,200 parts. We're going to click OK. You can drag and drop, which many of you may have already known. This is a very common feature for within Radan. But this isn't what we're looking at today. We're looking at a real life scenario where we produced the work, we send it out to the shop, and then we await the return of the work to tell us what got completed so then we can dictate what was done so then people who are going to do the next process could take it from there. In today's scenario, we had a little bit of a mix up with one of our parts. Our operator came in and said, hey, we had some of the parts that ran got bad. And so we're going to find those parts and we're going to do something cool with them. So this little green double arrow right here, if we expand that, we get a little extra real estate that we can do things with. So we've got a search window. One of the parts that got messed up was called frame rear. I want to hit enter. It reduces my entire list down to just that part. Now this is where it really gets fun. Is up here, I can click on this filter button and it's going to show me only the nest that that part was on. It was on this one that got messed up. So this sheet partially through, some reason it stopped or whatever. And we've got 5 parts now on this sheet of this part that got messed up. So what we can do, we can throw those parts away, or we can use that material to maybe nest other parts against, which is what we're going to do. So we'll just deactivate these filters for a moment, bring our entire parts list back. We're going to go to remnants. So we don't have any remnants at the moment, so we're going to make one out of that sheet. So we're just browsing out to that part, rather, clicking on open. It gives us that part in our list of remnants to use. I can right click on this. I can go to edit. I can tell that we have 5 of those sheets. Now the fun thing, I can just drag this up. I'm going to click OK. Now I've got basically a sheet that I can nest to. The benefit of how this actually can be nested. So we know that that's mild steel 060 because this is the part that we're using. So we can just drag up this badge and then we can go to window nest and window the entire guy. Maybe that's what we want to do. But notice now we only needed 44 of those and we're getting 93. So we're quite a bit over our limit. But maybe this is the part that we use all the time and we can go ahead and make extras. I can also go to my edit, my sheet, and I can burn up all 5 of those and say we're done with them. I'm going to get a lot of these parts, but maybe that's what we want. If I simply save it, now it's in my project, all tied together. I can export this out to full completion, out to generating the code. The operator can grab those parts, and then he can run them, and then we don't have to throw those parts away. So there's a fun little trick. A couple of things here. We showed kit parts, but we really didn't show how we made it, but we used it. We can show how we make kit parts in a future video. We also showed how we can do filtering. We can filter parts if we have a large list of parts in our part list. Maybe this entire thing, we can drag this window up, and maybe we have so many parts, it's just difficult to find them. We can search for them here. And also, we can search for said parts if we had them. We'll put frame rear back in there. Search. And then we can do filter by the nest. This is another great utility because as you can see, we've got a lot of nests. And now we can find quickly what nest those jobs are on. A lot of benefit for this beyond what we just did today. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. This has been Mike with Radan. We'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe.